welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am becoming Chef Anna-Maia Houston, so welcome. I am going to be cooking 2 breakfast meals. They are all from my recipe ebook. If you have been following me for a while, you know I am a very simple girl. So they are going to be simple yet super nourishing and really, really tasty. So I cannot wait to take you guys with me. Follow along. So the first recipe we're cooking today is protein oats, but I've got a little spin on it. So if you saw my Instagram video, I made protein oats on that, but this one I've upgraded it a little bit, and we are going to add in some cream of rice powder as well. It thickens it up. I am using chocolate flavored cream of rice and protein powder today, which I don't usually love, but it was the only one in the store, so we're gonna go with that. We've got some oats for the first ingredient. We have my protein powder. We've got cream of rice powder. I've only just discovered this, and I don't know how I've been living my life without this powder, because it's so bloody good. But it's also, I'm not sure if it's the best dieting hack. I'm in a deficit at the moment, and this, because it's so sweet, when I finish my meal, my breakfast meal, I still feel like I'm craving after. So it's probably not the smartest move to be having cream of rice every day if you're dieting and you find that you keep thinking about food after you eat, but it's good for now. And it's also a really good dessert. So you can have this for dessert too. I've got strawberries, frozen strawberries. Then we've got some almond milk and some peanut butter on top. Let's cook. Don't mind my cooking utensils, they're very not pretty at the moment, but I think we're gonna need an upgrade because this pan doesn't even sit on the stove properly. Actually really like making oats on the pot over the microwave, which is very new. I don't have a microwave, so we're learning new things every day in Bali. Next up, I'll put a little bit of almond milk in. Actually, no, I don't do that. I actually don't do that. Next up, we're going to just cover it, lightly cover it. We can always add some more liquid in if we want. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of milk. You can just do full milk if you like. I am in a deficit, so we are trying to reduce how many liquid calories I have throughout the day. And then I like to have some salt on this. This is actually a really good addition. So if you haven't popped in salt with your oats before, then I highly recommend it. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit just to let it bubble, which shouldn't take too long. Now it is bubbling. I'll give it just a little bit of a stir, let it bubble for a little bit longer, and then I will turn the heat down. When it starts to thicken, that's when I'll add in the cream of rice powder. And that is something that you've got to be very careful with by stirring often and keeping the heat really low, because it will thicken quite quickly. And then after that, I'll pop in the protein powder. It tastes like an Anzac, a chocolate Anzac cookie. If you're from Australia, you know what I mean. It's so good. Let's add this cream of rice in. Start with maybe around 3/4 of a scoop or less. And just keep it on a really low heat. Not adding too much because I don't want it to be too chocolatey and sweet. I promise you it will start to look better as this process goes on. All right, I'm gonna, yummy, yummy. All right. Final ingredient is the protein. It looks really not so tasty right now, but I promise you, you've just got to trust me on this one. A scoop of protein, because we are protein girls. I will turn the stove off and then add the protein because it just doesn't need to be hot. And then as you start to mix the protein, the oat texture just changes and becomes really nice. It is time to serve. I've got to get it out of my teeth. 2 more steps to go. All I do is pour the frozen strawberries in. When I'm making a meal as well, the most important things that I like to get in is carbs, of course, protein, fiber, so things like fruit. Also oats is such a great source of fiber as well, and also fat, so my peanut butter. Oopsies. And then to finish, we got some peanut butter, because who doesn't love peanut butter, honestly? If you don't like peanut butter, You're potentially insane. Do you like peanut butter?
Yes.
We love it. So this is our first meal. Took us about 10 minutes to make this protein oats, and you could even do this and have it in the refrigerator overnight. Like you could do this the night before if you like to have cool oats, and then it's all good to go for your day the next day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to eating this. Like the texture is just amazing. I can't. So good. Like so good. Waihu, what do we think?
It's 10 over 10. I love it. It's 10 over 10. I think you should have a kitchen. On Gojek.
Yes!
Chef Anna.
Chef Anna.
Anna, perfecto.
Okay, so the next recipe is going to be a beef egg breakfast wrap. This meal has under 400 calories and over 30 grams of protein. This one's also from my recipe ebook too. Actually, let's show some of the recipes on this ebook because I feel like it will be helpful. Look how good that looks. Also have air fried chocolate lava baked oats, a bagel, peanut butter banana protein toast, egg and rocket wrap. These are just the breakfast, like this book, and I've got 2 of these books for the girls, and as I said, they are so simple, so nutritious, so tasty. I work with a lot of busy, career-driven women, so we do not want overcomplicated anything in the kitchen. Oats served 1, but this one's going to serve 4 people. So you can make this with your partner, you can make this you're single, and you can just eat it the next day, save it for your roommate. I like to prep first so everything's done and then I can just enjoy my cooking. I actually love cooking, and doing this right now has made me realize just how much I miss cooking. And I haven't chopped a tomato for a very long time. So I'm a little bit nervous to even chop the tomato. I'm so silly. You're either somebody who chops a tomato like this, or you chop a tomato like this, or maybe it's just dependent on the meals, but today we're going in slices. And as you can tell, like this knife doesn't chop. Doesn't matter. We're also gonna add some garlic to this too, because I love garlic. And I really believe that garlic should just go in every dinner or any cooked meal. As you can tell, the beef mince is just not as good as Australia. Let's be real. Sorry. Sorry. Australia's is just way more lean and red, just so you know. We're gonna add a little bit of paprika. In the recipe it said to add chipotle powder and chili powder, but I couldn't find any at the store, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of paprika. Then some chili flakes as well to give it a little bit of a kick. We can either see cooking as a chore and something that feels like a burden, because I feel like the word meal prep just feels like that. But if you see it as an opportunity to just be with yourself, get off your phone, experiment, it becomes more like a gift to your present self and your future self, because you're doing yourself a favor in the moment, but then you're also doing yourself a favor throughout the week as well. So yeah, that's how I see cooking. We're gonna add a little bit of sea salt. Look at the garlic. Okay, the garlic in it just makes me really happy. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. The next thing we're gonna do is the scrambled eggs. On the recipe, it says to use 8 scrambled eggs because it's assuming it's feeding 4 people, but we're gonna share. So we're gonna do 2 scrambled eggs today. I think this is also a really good dieting meal, or just for anyone who feels like in the morning, say you start the morning with a really sweet, carb heavy meal. After that, like I was saying before, it just leads you to craving more food, maybe feeling a little bit sluggish. Like I find that if I have that first thing in the morning, I feel sluggish. So this is more light, more high in protein, and then we just have a thin tortilla as well. So for me, I do feel like, I'm not sure, I actually don't know if it's a thing, but I definitely feel more clear-headed after I have meal that is not so sweet and carb heavy. And also when I'm finished, I don't feel like craving more. I just feel satisfied. I still feel light, like sometimes too many carbs in the morning does make me feel a little bit heavy, which isn't a bad thing, but I just don't like that personally. So I think that this is a really great little breakfast option. If you like these kind of videos and you want more recipe videos, because I'm having a lot of fun right now, please comment and let me know, because I love your feedback and your feedback motivates me to keep making more videos. So that would be so appreciated. Anyone that is struggling to get into a good eating routine, I cannot stress enough how important, if you're at the start of your fitness journey, just eat very similar things day to day. You don't need lots of variety. Often we think that every day it needs to be exciting, but if you're just learning and you're setting the foundations, the most important thing for you, because it will feel overwhelming when you're stepping into a new territory that you haven't done before, it's important that we keep things simple, because simple creates consistency. Consistency creates results. I have never forgotten this saying: the enemy of consistency is complexity. So trying to change too many things is just going to lead you to burnout. So just in that initial phase, just eat similar things day to day. If you're feeling like changing something a little bit, like you're wanting a little bit of freshness, which is so understandable, just change a thing about the meal. So for example, right now I'm having scrambled eggs wraps. If I don't feel like having a wrap, maybe I'll have it with some rice one day. Maybe I'll have it with a muffin. Like just that little different ingredient or a different vegetable can make all the difference. And then another thing is, so you don't feel like you're imprisoned by this plan, once a week, have something that's off plan. So for example, I've said this in another YouTube video, what I like to do for myself now is I eat similar things day to day at similar times, and then say once a week I'll have a meal that's off plan. So I might go out and order something, or on a Friday I might, instead of having this, I might actually go out for breakfast. So I still have that excitement and newness, so I don't feel like I'm just eating the same thing every day. And yeah, it works. It works. I've never had a successful client change what they're eating every day. They are always really good at organizing themselves. They keep things super, super simple, and then they get amazing results. As I said, don't overcomplicate things. Lastly, we're gonna put the eggs on in another bowl for now, whilst we toast the tortilla. You could even have this as a dinner. You could have any of these as a dinner. Maybe you even like having breakfast for dinner, and that's okay. There's no rules in this house. Lots of leftovers. We have lots of leftovers. I'm gonna start with the egg. I'm not very creative when it comes to my layout, am I? I'm really not. Eggs. Do the beef on top. Extra leaf. I'm gonna need your help. It's actually really good. It's got a really good amount of flavor. It's really tasty. Every single time I video myself, I can't help but like I do a little dance. We are all finished. We have finished our recipes for the day. I hope you guys enjoy them. If you are enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means more than you think. It really motivates me to keep creating content that will help you guys. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.